You know, a lot of game show contestants have no problem letting it all hang out and saying exactly what's on their minds. And when that happens, well, the job of the host is to always be ready with a quick comeback. Sometimes we pull it off, sometimes we don't. And sometimes it gets personal.
And here's Moretta sitting beside you. Is this gift wrapped for me?
Yes, yes. If you want it, you can have it.
Don't open until Christmas.
Tell me more about yourself.
Well, I love to dance, and probably the most interesting thing about me is that I've never had a cup of coffee.
Well, perhaps you find it more interesting than I do, but nevertheless.
He used to tell everybody that you were going to do Family Feud, and he said, when I do it, I'm not going to kiss women because some of the brows be ugly. You don't have any ugly women up here today, but I'll tell you what, you're going to kiss me, baby.
Tracy Smith, a motorcycle journalist from Westchester, New York, and I'd love to talk to you about the amateur lingerie contest that you were in. May I ask, what kind of lingerie were you sporting that day?
It was a nice thong.
Teddy? Thong?
Yeah, thong and bra. Lacy,
bra and
very
thong.
lacy, and some hose with
Okay, you're going to have to stop now because I got to continue. And
We'll finish later.
keep talking, I'll be done before we're ever done here.
Gentlemen, what will your wife say is her favorite kind of water? Vince?
That's a strange question. How many people ask you that question?
Today, 7.
Hey, what's your favorite water?
I don't want to tell you. None of your business. Why do you want to get so personal with me? We just met.
We're having a strange relation, Bob.
When we come back, some of the most bizarre game show moments ever. Hey, stick around. Welcome back to the most outrageous game show moments, too. You know, one of the things that makes game shows so exciting is their unpredictability. I mean, things can be perfectly normal one minute and then completely off the wall the next. Now, to illustrate this, we had a few people fill in the blank on a simple sentence. Wait till you hear their answers. Peter Pumpkin Eater had a wife and what?
Hated her.
Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get what?
A bottle of beer.
It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is...
Drinking. Bourbon.
Hey diddle diddle, the cat in the fiddle, the cow...
Got tips.
Mary, quite contrary.
She's probably hot if she's quite contrary.
Yeah. Peter Pumpkin Eater had a wife and...
She was huge.
Little Bo Peep lost her...
Virginity.
There once was a woman who lived in a...
In a project.
project. Peter Pumpkin Eater had a wife and what?
Son.
Georgie Porgy Puddin' Pie kissed the girls and what happened?
You didn't get nothing after that.
No, because Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was...
Really sticky.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to
have a little fun.
You know, one of my favorite contestants ever on the Newlywed Game was a young woman named Kathy. I met her back in 1969. I had so much fun with her in that half hour. And I'll never forget, I asked her the question. I said, is your husband urban or rural? She didn't have a clue as to what that meant. But I thought her answer was just classic. Take a look.
Will your husband say he is basically more urban or rural, Kathy?
I don't know what they mean.
You know him. I mean, you married him. What do you think?
Heck, he's urban.
He's urban.
Yeah.
How long has he been that way?
About 2 months.
2 months he's been. Do you think there's anything he can do about it?
He went to a doctor.
Oh, he did? Did the doctor give him anything for his urban?
He gave me something.
Name something a man has that he'd be upset if someone else used it.
How about his jockstrap?
Someone else used my jockstrap!
Name something that falls from the trees, Jackie.
How about bird?
Boy, I'm glad cows don't fly.
Hi, Pam.
Hi, how are you?
Well, I'm fine. How are you, Pam?
I'm fine. My name is Pam Mordanas. I go to UCSD. I'll be 20 in 4 months.
You'll be 20.
Yes.
You little devil, you.
And I have a boyfriend named Peck.
Peck.
Yes, as in Peckerhead.
What's the matter?
I need to whisper something.
Excuse me a second, play. You want to whisper something?
Uh-huh.
What's wrong? Oh, okay, then what we should really do is stop the taping at this moment.
Do you just have a can?
How would you change our Jane?
Major plastic surgery.
He's talking major plastic surgery here. How would you change him?
6 foot under.
Name something one person does that might aggravate everyone else in the room.
I want to say fart.
God bless you, Kim. You're a very brave person to say that. And to be honest, I almost did it when you said that answer. All right.
A world-renowned sculptor wants to do a full-length sculpture of you to be displayed in a public place. The only requirement is that you'll be absolutely naked. Would you do it? Janet, what's Gary going to say?
I'd say no.
All right, let's bring him on and find out. Gary.
Does that mean I'm going to turn into a frog?
No.
Sometimes game shows are at their most exciting when everything is falling apart. You want to see what we mean? Watch this.
Here are the categories which we'll be using in this next game. They are as follows. Categories are coming up right now, and you and I will both be delighted when they do. And these were written in invisible ink, as you can see. And in just a moment, we will know what these categories are, if we are lucky. If not, we'll play a game without categories. I'll make them up as we go along. Categories are reptiles, Wild West, cooking. Those are not the categories.
$600 could have been yours, $300 is yours, and here's what Sharon Brown has behind the margarine. She turned down $600 and has herself a slate. Christmas tree. Now, usually, of course, there's a reindeer pulling a sleigh like that, but what happened? What
Sale of the century. And here's the star of the show, Steve Parr.
Yes, it's funny, yes.
Yes, it's perfect match, and now welcome the star of our show, Greg Evans.
Which is capital of Northern Ireland?
Belfast.
Right. Very good. 10. We need a 10.
Welcome to the big showdown. Here's your host, Jim Peck.
Yeah, you people would applaud a lynching.
Surprisingly, some of today's biggest stars actually got their start on game shows. Now, in just a moment, we're going to show you who. But first, I've got a trivia question for you. Now, I want you to listen carefully. Here's your question. 1964, what game show host mortgaged his house to bring the Beatles to the West Coast for their legendary concert at the Hollywood Bowl? Got any ideas? We'll have the answer for you right after this quick break. Don't go away. Now, before the break, we asked you that trivia question. Did you think about it? Here's the question again. 1964. What future game show host borrowed $25,000 against his house and brought the Beatles west for their legendary concert at the Hollywood Bowl? Did you figure out who it was? It was me, Bob Eubanks. I did that. Now, let me tell you, not all stars began their career on stage at the Hollywood Bowl. I mean, some of them actually made their television debut on game shows, like The Dating Game and The Gong Show, and many others. Now you say, who? Well, like these people.
Question number 2. Complete this sentence. This may sound a little weird, but...
I am naked right now.
What's your name?
I'm Dave.
You're Dave? Dave Letterman? I gotta tell you, Fred, this fella here happens to be one of my favorite people in this whole business, you see, and I saw him before a lot of people saw him, didn't I, David?
I've never seen this man before in my life.
I saw this guy as a radio MC, as a disc jockey or a talk show guy in Indianapolis, Indiana.
That's right, years ago.
You had a beard?
I did have a beard. I still have the beard. It's out in the car. I'll give it to you later on.
You were fat.
No, what do you mean I was?
You were bigger.
Yeah, I was bigger.
Yeah, yes. Anyway, he was in Indianapolis and he was good then and he just gets better as years goes on.